Digitalizing learning and development, an essential step for nurturing exceptional talent. And to do so, I request Mr. Venkatesh Palabatla, Vice President Human Resource Avineon, to please come upon the stage. Mr. Venkatesh Palabatla, an IIM Ahmedabad alumnus, is a strategic HR leader with 3 decades of experience. He drives HR strategies for global businesses, fosters organizational growth, and excels in M&A activities, aligning culture with business goals for sustained success. A very big round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey guys, good morning to all of you. I was questioning myself, as a part of preparation of this session. When you go to any conference and that conference don't get closed unless you listen for 3 important words, something called AI, ML, AR, VR, and so on. And it goes on like this for all us participants, We flooded with a lot of data, right? Statistics, data, and so on. And when we go back to our office, we may forget sometimes. Sometimes we may calibrate and do our job, it seems to be. With this note, once again, good morning to all of you. Yeah. I had a great opportunity of working for the great organizations. If I reflect my career, I started a journey with the PNG, part of Hyderabad, somewhere else. Then great organization like Ingersoll Rand, and other great organization, one of my friend also here, GMR Group, Hyderabad Airport. Always feel proud enough to say that I have built the great airport. Why I'm saying is that, backbone of any kind of organization is concerned, as our HR guys, we always believe saying that, let us be competitive, let us be competitive. And how to build a competitive organization, how to build a competitive employees. Like thanks to Nikhil, he made us to go through experiential learning for 5 minutes. A lot of experience for 5 minutes is concerned. And it may be an opportunity for me to share, reflect my experiences, what could have done it better in previous organizations, maybe today, considering technology point of view. That's my purpose of this session for the next 15 minutes or so. And allowed to say a few words about my organization where I've been working for. It's called Avineon India Private Limited. And we do a global footprint across the globe. And we are in niche technology. Basically, we are there in terms of spatial intelligence, digital modernization, and so on. In fact, I was really confused when they were given this topic. Why did they pick me for this topic is concerned? I was trying to correlate myself saying that, hey, my organization today, where I've been engaged today, we have been using extensively VR and AR technology to my customers. My products are like that. Maybe that's the reason they picked up this thing. And going back to topic is concerned, okay? As I was telling in the beginning, we come with a lot of data. When you come as a stage in the speaker session, we come with a lot of data. And we try to integrate our experience also. And give some sort of gyan, right? Gyan, next 20 minutes. And most of us try to pick up some learnings, definitely it is true. And some of us may go above the head also, it is true, okay? Now coming back to subject is concerned. It is true that today technology is penetrating a lot extensively. Personal life, professional life, something goes beyond that also, okay? Now, when you talk about terminologies, various terminologies, adapting to our business point of view is concerned, it's a myth or truth? It's a myth or truth, the question for us. I'll leave judgment to you guys. Maybe end of my 20-minute session, you can judge yourself, saying that what is going to be myth for you guys, what is the truth is going to be for all of us. With this note, it seems that somewhere, sometime back, Gartner said, 15% of employees only ready to complete the learning programs, it seems to be. Whatever job you do it, whatever happened to be there, statistics says just 15% of employees only willing to learn. And question comes, what do we do then next then? Can I use the slide changer? How many of us don't love something called technology, called, AI, chatbots? How many of you don't like it? How many of you don't like it? Nobody is there, right? We like it, definitely. Why do you like it? The compelling reason for us today. The compelling reason for us today. If I don't use my mobile phone today for about half an hour, I think I'm out of the world today. Personal life, professional life, just out of the world. We cannot just live without this. That's the technology dependence today is concerned. Similarly, when translate examples to the, yeah, yeah. I leave this truth, the judgment to you guys. I mean, truth or myth is concerned, okay? It is true that as part of our being a practitioners, it is true that being an evolving stage today, technology point of view, reinvention of L&D continue to be there. Hybrid workforce, which we learned recent past, which we never heard previously. And digitalization, AI and MR, all those things happen to be there. Nurturing and grooming, what I spoke a while ago about that. Exceptional, outstanding talent. This is our job. When I go back to my office, I always feel that my job is to produce exceptional, competitive talent. That is my job, primary job. And a lot of dynamics happen to be there by the past few years. A lot of dynamics which are not anticipated by HR professionals like us. Workforce currency is changed. Workforce currency changed. Today, if you look at airports who have been working in Hyderabad, their workforce currency also changed. When some of the functions happen to be there, outsourced today. Some of the functions can work from home today, which was not there previously. And technology adoptions. Another important thing is that business operating models are getting changed today. Thanks to technology, most of our transactional activities are getting outsourced. So similarly, business operating model is getting changed today. And accelerated speed. The speed what we're doing today in terms of quality, time, cost, expectations are going to accelerated speed. And being competitive constantly. Once upon a time, we used to have it saying that we need to right talent. Right is some sort of obsolete nowadays today. We come back and say we need to have a competitive talent and constantly and continuously, which is most important. And as a being HR professionals, being a leadership thought, we always come back and say, can I go reactive approach or proactive approach? What makes us then? Another important thing is that, what is the compelling reason for us to think all these things? What exciting are? What is driving all these things, tell me? What is compelling reason for us to do all these things? Fundamental thing is that, hey, my bread and butter is a talent. Be competitive talent, of course it is true. Ensure that we have got a competitive organization, of course it is true. Why do a competitive organization? As a business, I should look at the profit and loss. If I don't factor my thought process, whatever I'm doing today in terms of HR point of view, it must address my driving factors called business point of view and business profit and profitability, dividends to shareholders, most important. Think about these points. It's a myth or truth, think about that. Again, some more statistics, keep in your mind. ChatGPT, as Nikhil was telling previously, okay, in 2022, they were generating 3,000 words per minute, understand. And later on, 25,000 words per minute, 2023, it seems to be. And cloud AI, 75,000 words per minute. This is a kind of technology, fast speed. And JA can generate content. It's impossible to comprehend how much content it's going to generate. Very, very difficult. And big question is, can it create a content than humans? Question comes to saying that, I mean, everything is being artificial intelligence. What happens to our natural intelligence then? Think about that. And anybody can guess who this person is? Anybody can guess? You're right. I was debating with my son yesterday evening saying that, hey, it's a humanoid, whatever happened to be there. He came back and said, seems humanoid or not so, a deep fake AI. And don't get surprised, besides you, somebody could be there like this also. And what do we do next then? And coming back to our subject now, okay? As all aware, if you look at the HR life cycle today, if you look at it, it starts from selection to separation. Most of us which are familiar, of course, it is true, right? Today's technology is concerned, most of transactions are outsourced to technology. Absolutely, to technology outsourced. Now coming back to L&D is concerned, learning and development, okay? It seems that today, 25% training materials is produced by AI today. If you look at my examples of my career at the beginning, I used to go to faculty, trainer, explain my requirements, problem statements, design the course content. That was the old story. Today, that's outsourced technology, very clear. And however, let's not discount something called our natural intelligence. And thanks to Nikhil, what he did 5 minutes back for the experience learning, don't discount that. We use technology extensively in defining, curating our content point of view, and personalized experience learning which I've been trying to do in my current organization, I explained to you also. How do we build the career growth for the employees to make it a point that the organization should be competitive over a period of time. And what kind of technology I've been using, I'll explain to you also. And it is true that as a technology point of view, a lot of relevancy is there for us. Scalability, of course, it is true. Costs also happen to be there. And in terms of, personalized experiences, it may be true long time back, when you want to have a role plays, for example, we had a great experience in GMR Hyderabad group as well as Ingersoll Rand also. When we did these assessment centers as a part of LDV program, we had to be in touch with ENY, and some of the consultants, a lot of planning, a lot of logistics, do for 3-4 days time. End of the day, of course, assessment center is being done. Today, which is not required to be done. I may go to some external partner. Today morning I was talking to somebody else, explain a problem statement. They may come back with a ready-made product for you guys. That is the kind of relevance today. And not only that, it goes to the extent of when ready-made data. End of the day, as a leader, get ready-made data, and it helps you to take a right decision for you. Though transaction actually getting outsourced, though we get a lot of validation from the technology point of view, end of the day, as a leader, you get a lot of data which may help you to take the right decisions going out for today and tomorrow, which is most important for us today. And not only that, if you look at the life cycle of the L&D is concerned, that's in hands today. That's in hands today. Data is sitting one side, of course it is true. Current scenario is sitting one side, of course it is true. And now they come back and data analysis, take appropriate decisions. I thought I was telling one more experience. Recently I happened to visit one of the corporate hospital. As you all aware that today, this technology is extensively utilized in hospitals today. Extensively. Not only CRM, to the extent of surgeries also. Which brings a lot of efficiency, productivity, accuracy levels. And don't get surprised, even today, cancers are being operated through the robotic surgeons, cancers, which less pains for the patients and more accuracy, more efficiency, highly productivity. That extent, it is true. HR profession still it is evolving it. Area of L&D using extensive of AI and ML is still evolving it, whereas some other professions like medical professions, manufacturing domains, healthcare industries, absolutely getting more of a maturity level. L&D yet to get this kind of stage. Now, this is some of the tools that I'm sharing with you. In GMR, when we did the exercise called, let us have LDP. Let's define the mentors and coaches as a part of doing the LDP activity. And we wanted to coach internal talent as a coaches basically for that, as the mentors and coaches. And if you look at the process, conventional process, I can say today the conventional process, which was relevant those days, of course it is true. Go to ENY, pick up the faculty, train our leadership team, train them, assess and all those things is a legacy today, legacy. And if you look at today's technology point of view, can you leverage technology? Today morning also I had an opportunity to visit one of the stall over there. When I go and say my problem statement, they can customize things for you guys, developing the coaches. Maybe information for me today, which I was not aware till yesterday, maybe true. And how do I practice this kind of learnings from my company point of view, which I am trying to leverage today. It's an opportunity for us. These are a few of the platforms it seems to be, which can be used for the developing internal talent pool. And what making for us today? As I was telling you, transactions are getting minimized to the technology. You don't require to spend our time. Apply your brain some other area, not necessarily transactional activities. Outsource to technology. Could be one of the areas, this could be that. Now, this is also again common nowadays, AR and VR it seems to be. In Hyderabad airport, when I was working there, we had about 5-6 businesses. And one business was called basically aircraft maintenance business, aircraft maintenance. And one more was flying school. We had a flying school also. And these are the zero tolerance businesses. When you look at the flying school, we used to produce the pilots there, very small business. And it was called MRO, aircraft maintenance. They used to come for the base level maintenance and line maintenance, understand. And it's all zero tolerance, perfection happened to be there. And if you want to train anybody else, definitely you cannot give a flight for them for the pilot point of view. If you want to train somebody line maintenance, we cannot give the opportunity also. How to use technology extensively? It was HR need, more than HR need, it was more a business need. Like flying school, for example, this was simulator. This was simulator. Like when I want to be a pilot, you have to have extensive experience in this simulation. Means there is a technology available for us today, which will give the virtual experience close to real time. Close to real time. And essence is that, can business wait for something else tomorrow? Not necessary. Business compulsion is there? Of course it is true. And question comes HR professional saying that, how can I factor this kind of technology things in a part of a journey, which makes impact for your organization? And at the end of the day, being HR professionals, it is true that, can I add value in the process? Can I add value in the process, value proposition? And if I don't create the value proposition by way of conventional process, by way of technology process, I don't think it's absolutely worthwhile to do that. However, validate yourself. It's the most important thing. Like, which is very common today. If you look at some of the companies like FMCG companies, BFSI companies, the amount of technology what they use for the employees' capability point of view, extensive. Customer interactions, product visualization, and real-time experience, and so on. In some other companies, privilege is there, some other companies, no privilege. But wherever opportunity is there, can I use that? May be true. In my current organization today, if you ask me, we have been working something called, how do I grow my talent? And as initially, 64% employees, people love the learning. That's a good news, more than salary it seems to be. But today, whenever I interview the candidates, everybody asks for salary first, right? And whenever I talk to the part of one-to-one discussions, first salary comes, next one career comes. That's the reality I've been facing, of course it is true. And going ahead, what happens then? It is true. Since I wanted to be in competitive mode as an organization, what I'm supposed to do it by using technology and so on. It's a done deal, going to be a wording saying that it's going to be blended learning, which I've been experiencing in my organization today. We have a global footprint and we have got something called Tenzing in Netherlands. Something working in talent tracks. They already matured in terms of technology point of view. We adopted recently in India also. We're trying to work out saying that how do I develop my talent as a part of career growth for the employees. And second, selfish point of view is concerned, how do I ensure that my business is competitive? Because talent is in demand today. So with that approach, we define whatever you call full principle like competencies, competency matrix and so on. We work on something called blended learning. You should go back and tell the employees saying that, hey, have e-learning, of course it is true. You have a guide and coach, which gets from internal talent and so on. And you got classroom learnings also, which we've been trying to work out. What does it mean? I'm marrying with the technology today. Whatever happened to be there, I'm married. Some extent, of course, it is true. And I cannot discount something called experiential learning, which we had in the beginning, like interacting with the faculty, internal trainers, and so on, and work out a plan saying that this is what career growth for you. By doing that, what I'm trying to gain from my organization is concerned, hey, capability point of view, I want to be little absolute higher level. That's one. Second thing is that organization be competitive, be competitive. And those days are gone. Those world has gone 2 minutes more. Those days are gone, where organization have a bench strength with us today. There is no bench strength with us today. No bench strength with us today. And my customers are such a way that I get a bidding, in the part of bidding process, I get the order, I start producing today onwards or tomorrow onwards. And if not prepared my talent accordingly, I am the loser. I am the loser. But nobody would like to spare us today. Because I want to ensure that my business should be profitable and compete at any point of time. And this kind of thought process could be myth or reality or truth, a reactive, proactive approach, leave it to us. Leave it to all of you guys. With this note, thanks all of you. Thank you very much. Can I?
Thank you so much, sir. We are delighted to have you here and would like to felicitate you. And to do so, I request Ms. Selina David, Director, HR Learning and Development, Hitachi Vantara, to please come upon the stage and felicitate our speaker.